Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we are going to be trying Arena again on Warlord 1 difficulty. Warlord 1 gives them all 25% extra stats whenever we battle them in Arena. Normally this would be a pretty small amount of extra stats, but in Arena where everything is pretty much balanced to be exactly the same, that is actually really huge. That's basically a 4 versus 5 from the very first turn of every single battle, so that's going to be a little bit hard. We're going to try doing on Warlord 1. My goal is actually to be able to beat Arena on Warlord 1, 2, and 3, but of course we're starting on Warlord 1, starting a little bit easier, just to not waste as much time. I already did the draft. I actually went through a couple dozen drafts. Already went through one recording, and the team didn't quite work well. We actually had triple dragons, with like a Drake Rider, Dragon Tar, Baby Dragon, and then our hero. I was trying to use the new Necronomicon thing, which it can now summon any daemon now instead of just the random ones that it used, or the 3 that it used to do, so it's kind of better now. But we're kind of going with this build instead, a red spam build, to be able to fill up our hero as well as our null quite a bit. And the fact that we have a summoning is going to be absolutely needed. There's no way we can do Warlord 1 or 2 or 3 without having some kind of summoning troop. That is absolutely needed. So we're definitely going to try this now. As far as viably doing Arena, I definitely do not ever advise setting it to anything harder than hard at the absolute most. Normally I would just say go through Arena on normal. Hard if you like want a challenge, but don't ever put it on Warlord 1 or higher unless you're just really looking for a battle. Otherwise it is fairly difficult unless you get like an insanely good draft. But we're going to try that now, and hopefully we'll be able to get through every single difficulty eventually. Of course, just in this video we are going to just be doing Warlord 1, and I'll only be posting this one if we actually win. So if you're watching this right now, we actually got through all 8, so congratulations. So now we're actually just watching through it right now. So we're both going to be seeing it for the first time then. No, I'm pretty sure some of you have already done it, but you know, we're both seeing it live right now. Oh, I completely didn't take the green. Commentary fails. The commentary fails. Luckily, if we can get a kill with our hero, we can actually convert ourselves out into a dragon, which is actually one of the things I kind of wanted to do with this build, since we can just at any time decide to, if we're starting to get too low, we can just morph into a dragon. Pretty much at will for the most part, and that will be able to help us out a great deal actually. So we'll take that, hopefully get a skull off the top. So you do not, pretty close, depends what he takes. First red just sitting there. Let's see, if we can get our weapon up, we might be able to mana burn the hero, though I need the hero to have slightly more mana to be able to do that. Guess I'll hope for a red surge. I don't know if I want to risk it with a serpent cast, so we do not get the red surge. Let's see what it'll do. Come on, give a skull, give a skull. Okay, that will do pretty much nothing. 4 damage, and there's not enough reds to explode. Luckily, or not very luckily, but I'll need to hold off my ability now until he actually casts that. So we'll do that blue over there. That won't do anything. He'll cast that, which is only going to do 4 damage. He won't get any explosions. But I do have to make sure I watch the board. If I put too many reds on it, he's just going to be able to use that next turn, or whenever he gets it. Also, we have a null, but he actually isn't using anything with brown, so the whole methodology behind that's just gonna completely fail this battle, since we can't actually utilize that at all for this specific battle. But there we go. That'll be the little bit more damage on it. And now if we can just get red or yellow mana, we can kill it off and get our morph. Though it does look like we will have to take some skulls instead. I will have to kill it. I won't be able to get my morph, but I will get the mana for the morph, though I don't believe I'll actually be able to use it for anything. Maybe on the moth, depends if we can get some damage on it. Now would probably be the time to get our serpent down. Just get it down, just get it casting, get a lot of mana actually. We get our null up, but I'll be able to take these skulls, and it looks like we might be able to do it on that knight. It depends what mana he's taking. He's not really taking, he keeps going for his siren, which is a little bit annoying. That's actually one of the stronger options he has right now. Luckily, it is 1 damage short from killing our hero, so we should be fine in surviving that. And the whole reason of what we're doing with this build, I've actually never showed this weapon in a video, mostly because out of Arena it's pretty useless, but I guess we finally get to show it, since in Arena it is really good, since as soon as our hero gets pretty low, all we need to do is just use it on one of his enemies, and we'll transform into a random dragon, like that. Which, of course, will make our hero a little bit weaker, but if it's on the verge of death, that will normally be the better option for us to do. So there we go. We have that going for us now. We can just throw this thing. He doesn't use any brown, like I mentioned, so it's going to be a little bit harder to really do much to him. But if we ever lose anything, we can just use our remnant and just go from there. So let's use, come on, Null, cast. We'll just use that, and now we can fill him up if we really want to. We do want to make sure we leave that, try to leave some of that mana left though, for whenever we need to cast it with the, cast it for our Null. So, I guess we'll use it now. We always have the option of either saving it for the Null or saving it for the summon. So we'll take that for now. We can start taking brown, try getting a convert, and that will probably help us out quite a bit here. Also, if come on, I just left red there. Or actually, I think it was from the Cascade. Also, I will be giving out a redeem code later in this if we happen to win. I assume I win this run. I assume I will win this run. Let's see. We're doing pretty good so far. I'll definitely need a slightly better summoning team than this, though, if we're going to try doing harder than Warlord 1 in a different run. But we're definitely going to try it this time. Let's see. We'll take that down. Take Skull. I really wish I'd get a team with Rockworm or just anything with Brown. They're so common normally in Arena. Surprised this guy is like literally none of them. Well, I don't need to worry about that. I don't believe that's enough red that he can cast, as long as I don't use my Serpent this turn. I don't believe that's 13. Nope. Yeah, he would have cast if it was. So, I guess I want to take red somewhere, just to make sure there's even less red. And then next turn, after he casts this thing, I'll use it. There we go. He'll waste that. It'll just do 4 damage to just random anything. We'll use our Serpent now, so I do have to watch out, make sure he doesn't get mana again, or he'll be able to recast that. But, one more shot, and he's pretty much gone. Yeah, come on, Poison. 50% chance, kill him. Okay, we'll have to wait a turn or two. Shouldn't take too long for that to happen, though. Yep, we'll just take anything, that'll kill him, and boom, Poison will do it. So, there we go. First of 8 on Warlord 1 difficulty. Let's see how much further we can get. I'm almost feeling like this needs a slightly different order. I kind of want to be able to use our first slot. Like that first battle, we weren't able to use our first slot to replace it with a Remnant or a, or what's the other one it calls? Anointed one. We haven't been able to get a single summon off of our Corrupted Sorcerer with either of those two, which if our hero was to die, we could actually do that with. But pretty much everything on this team I need, except maybe the Null. Maybe I could put the Null first slot, but then we're blocking our hero mana, so that wouldn't work. Alright, there's definitely better lineups. After a couple dozens, this was actually one of the best ones I could come up with as far as what we were getting as rolls. I was trying to get a Dragon Egg, but I actually didn't get a single Dragon Egg roll. I got Baby Dragon like 5 times as rolls, which is an okay troop. But Dragon Egg is definitely much better. Actually, I don't even think it's possible to lose with a Dragon Egg. Or at least be pretty hard to do. I've never actually drafted one before. Is it even in the drop pool for it? Arena? I'd assume it is. I haven't played enough Arena lately since it's has such low drops later on in the game. Like earlier on in the game, Arena is like one of the best places to farm. But they really need to rebalance some for later on because it doesn't really have much value at this late in the game, but it's still fun. I'm still going to try doing the all Warlord challenge on it. There's no way we can do Warlord 4 though, but Warlord 1, 2, and 3 should be possible. Warlord 4 is definitely I don't think any team in Warlord, unless you can like loop endlessly with a team, you're not going to win in Warlord 4 in Arena. But Warlord 2 is probably possible, and Warlord 3 maybe might be possible. Very big maybe. Well, we have that up now. As long as we don't kill anything, it doesn't actually matter too much what we do with that. We need to save the last kill for when we get low on HP, but every other cast before then, as long as we don't kill anything, we should be fine. And with hero weapons like that, it'll actually be really good with, since we can do a whole 18 damage on it, plus our 6, plus it burns, and that'll be very useful. So, oh, also, if it happens to hit him with the Null, we'll be getting a triple damage on him, which is one of the main pickups for the Null. There we go, perfect. 24 damage. Here you see such a large amount of damage that we can get on him, and now we don't really need to worry about the reds too much. He does use a lot of things with reds, and ooh, that did backfire somewhat. But now that he doesn't have the Dragon Moth that just explodes all of them, I don't need to worry about the reds too much, though he does seem to be looping quite a bit of his red troops, so maybe I should watch out on the reds a little bit more. But it doesn't matter too much if our hero does end up dying for some reason whatsoever. mainly because we will be able to resummon off of that with our sorceress, and he doesn't really have anything that will be able to really take us out that way. So I really do need to get his hero down. That would be very, very helpful, since it is going to start looping quite a bit now. I've made some reds there. Luckily, that'll block it out, so it won't actually do as much. Could take the brown or something, though I do not want him taking that. Purple. Yeah, we'll go for purple. Take that to start getting our mana up just a little bit more. We're going to be needing that for sure. If our hero is getting pretty close to death. In like 2 more hits, it'll be done. 1 more hit at this point. Yep, there it goes. So it is getting very close to the verge of death. So we have the replacement right there. We'll keep our cast up, and we won't actually use it until it is needed, because it is about to die right now. Unfortunately, it is still silenced, so we aren't going to be able to use its ability like we normally would in a case like this. So we'll just take some blues and just get ready for what's going to happen. Yep, it's going to kill. But we have a replacement for that coming right now. So we'll replace out that. We'll get a nice anointed one in our first slot. A little bit of a lower stats, as you can see, but it's still going to be plenty enough with the 2 gems explosions and the 5 to a random skill to easily be able to kill them out. Preferably, I would have wanted that random dragon drop from our hero, but this will work just as fine. Plus, it'll give us some of that extra mana that we're missing on everything. And if it can get like attack, that'd actually be pretty good. Let's see. Oh, he won't use the serpent yet. There we go. Attack, perfect. So now we definitely are in a better position. Now we just need skulls. We got the attack. Now we just need the skulls for the attack. But of course, all we have to do, corrupt sorceress again, get our mana back up. We'll have another replacement out there, another meat shield to be able to keep tanking with. I don't think Warlord 1 or higher is possible without a summoner, or at least very, very hard. But with summoners, we should be able to do quite a decent deal better, especially with this the corrupt sorcerer. With the fact we have so much reg spawning, should help us quite a bit, since we have 2 things that can do it. The serpent plus corrupted sorceress combo should be doing pretty good for us. I'm gonna gamble right here. 1 in 3 chance he kills the hero. Perfect. There we go. Great gamble. So we got that out, so now we don't have to deal with that, and it's pretty much over at this point. We can just keep summoning our remnants or the anointed ones, whatever one we get lucky enough to summon at this point, and just keep looping that over and over again, and we should be pretty much fine to win this at this point. So we'll just take some blue, take around all the manas that we need. I'm actually holding on this for now. I'm slightly scared of what may happen on the board. Let's see. Probably I'd want to get blue up first, but I guess we'll use it now. It's about to silence us anyways, so might as well get the mana while we can. Serpent, come on, serpent. Give us the extra turn. There we go, perfect. So now we can use that before he dies. Or not dies, but get silenced. So we'll use that. That'll hopefully give him something useful. HP. It'll help him not die, at least. Ooh, that's very nice. That is useful. For the kill. Okay, that actually worked out perfectly then. We can get back our recast if we really wanted it. So, yeah, we can kind of just keep looping at this. Just keep throwing axes at it at this point, and that will end it at whatever pace it ends up doing that at. Poison will start ticking down very, very slowly. Mana surge. And we might as well just use this. Doesn't matter too much. There we go. We got the axe back up, throw it at it, and then all we need is a skull, and that will end it. Maybe even our explosions will end up killing him with skulls. That's a possibility too. Wish the poison would trigger on him though. Come on, poison trigger. Let's go. Oh, he hit 1 skull. That's not going to help that much. Nor is poison actually triggering. So he's going to make us have to use another skull on him, it seems. So we'll be able to do that pretty easily. Or actually, we can probably get a null up if we get good enough reds right here. Nope. Not good enough. Come on, poison trigger. He hit out the last of his HP. As long as we hit like 3 skulls with these explosions, it should be fine. 2 or 3. The poison will just end up ticking him down after time. And he'll just end up dying that way. Goblin Rocket would actually be a pretty good pick to pick up too, since he can just loop forever pretty much with his ability. 1 damage. We're getting there. Well, he's not even being affected by that poison now. Gosh, come on. Go. There we go. He keeps doing magic too. There we go. We hit enough skulls to kill it. So, there we go. 2-0 on Warlord 1 difficulty. So, we're in a pretty good position right now. We haven't really lost further than our first troop, which we've just replaced that with another troop. So I could have probably even put it on Warlord 2 with this team, and we probably could have done it. But I will be doing, if we do end up winning this, I will be trying out Warlord 2 in the future, as well as Warlord 3. Warlord 4 I definitely won't be, though. I can say that for sure. Warlord 4 would be literally impossible. And there's nothing in the game I don't think that can currently win on Warlord 4. But yeah, if any of you are watching this who are newer players, don't play Arena on anything harder than hard. Definitely keep it on normal or hard if you want a challenge. Don't put it anything higher than that. It's not worth it for how many resources you'll get per hour. It already takes about an hour to do an arena run, and this just makes it take even longer for barely any resource additional. Let's see. I'm actually going to take this a little bit weird. We can take more green if we take it that way, but I'm going to take it upwards and hope that we get a blue surge. Good. That's exactly what I wanted. I'll take this actually to get your yellow. Okay, not enough yellow. You can just take this instead. We'll take it downwards and hope that we get green. Nope. Okay, well, that's still fine. So, what are we doing now? He has... Ooh. Devoted. Devoted is going to be able to make 7 of a random gem plus cleanse. I'm actually more worried about that cleanse than I am about this gem spawn, I think. Mainly because that cleanse will get off our poisons and our burn whenever we do them. Ooh, and it even aimed at skulls. Actually, that kind of helped us more than it hurt us, so I'm actually fine with that. We'll take that. Need to make sure I don't accidentally use this to kill something when I already have high durability. I need to wait. I need to either cast it now or wait to use it on... I'll probably wait till one of them gets high mana, I guess. But I need to not just use it right away, or else it's going to be a very bad move of it. Especially if I accidentally kill something, I'll be transforming into a dragon, which might just be weaker than what my hero currently is. So I want to watch out on that. If you're a lower level player with this, or then again, you can only get it at 40 red, 40 yellow, unless you buy it directly. But if you happen to be a lower level with this, like lower stats on your hero and everything, because they do go slightly lower based on what your hero level is. But it might actually be worth just going and rushing down something with the dragon fire and transforming into a dragon, because that's a pretty consistent way to be able to do it. But in my instance, given how high my hero is, it's not actually worth it. Like right here, I can just kill his hero and become a dragon if I want, but that won't really be too good in this instance, since my hero is likely better than whatever dragon we could possibly transform into. So I'm going to have to hold that for now. Serpent, I'm probably actually going to go in this and then go use the serpent. Get the poison back down. Hopefully he'll mess up and give us some skulls would be ideal. He doesn't appear to be doing that though. But that would be the ideal thing to happen right now. The other thing I'm kind of just waiting on is for the devoted or for the... well, pretty much anything on his team to have full mana so we can actually cast this. Not enough that will kill it, but enough that the flame that it'll do afterwards will end up killing it. So we don't transform into a dragon yet, but it'll still do all the damage. So I'll wait a little bit longer until one of them get down. We'll hopefully hit the only brown he has, which is the rock worm. Hasn't hit it yet. If it does, it's going to kill it in one shot, which is going to be one really good thing about that, our triple shot that we have right there. I should be careful about giving him too many browns. I think I'll give him this one, but only this one. If he ends up taking brown, I'm going to mana burn him in. Oh, that's not good. Luckily, there's skulls right there. Okay, now is the time we use our ability. And I don't believe I actually have enough to be able to kill anything with either. That's 6 damage. So 9... No, that's not actually enough damage to kill anything. So I am going to use this on Rockworm. We're not going to get to transform off it, but we are going to get a lot of damage. Plus the burn. That'll eventually kill it out. He's going to get the drain, and that's going to take out our summon. Plus it's going to web it. If I'm not mistaken, all summons in Gems of War currently, or in Arena, I mean, in Gems of War, actually summon at level 15, regardless of the magic reduction on it. So we should actually be fine in that regard. As long as that burn ends up killing him, we pretty much won this battle for the most part. Just get our hero up, kill out any of them, really. Get the poison back on, and yeah, we should be good to go at this point. Especially if we can take a skull or something from up here. That'd be ideal. Well, we'll start getting our Corrupted Sorcerer up as well, just in case we need her cast. Our hero might die if we can't get his mana up. If nothing else, we can even just use her to get her... Oh no, 11 attack. I keep forgetting. Normally in Arena, she only has 9 attack. But the problem is we're playing on a higher difficulty. So she's actually going to be able to kill our hero right now. And I don't believe there is a single other move other than that. So we'll have to do that. Fortunately, it will go for the kill. But not too big a deal. I can just use Serpent to start casting other things. And as long as that doesn't do it on skulls... I might let it take one more, but I really need this to be a surge. Ooh, that's not good. So it's going to take a pretty big hit on us. One more hit on that, and it will die on our Serpent. Hopefully this is extra turn. It is, so that's actually somewhat decent. I don't know if I have follow-up mana, though. Okay, there's there. I'll take this one. As long as he doesn't get an extra turn, we should be fine. That armor is being a little bit annoying, but if nothing else, we can always just kill it with... oh, that was close. He's getting close. Well, there's web, but... Ooh. Do I summon, or do I... take the skulls? I think the summon would actually be better in this instance. So we'll go for that. Whoa, anointed one. Anointed one for the win. And he's going to be really good since he can transform all greens into reds. Which is going to be able to help us out a great deal. Plus he gains a bunch of attack, life. Look at how huge he already is. Whenever we get him off of a cast off of one of those, he is just going to destroy through everything, which is going to be so wonderful. Not much he can really do to counter it either. We'll poison that out. That should definitely be an extra turn. Skull right there. Mana. Is there really no extra turn? Yes, there is. I was going to say, there had to have been an extra turn somewhere in all that mess. And that's almost all of our mana back up to be able to make another thing like him. We'll take these skulls. That way. And there we go. That'll just leave one more target to kill out. There's our nice green to red right there, making it pretty much the one-shot status from our anointed one. An epic in arena. Definitely overpowered. Whenever you can get like any kind of legendaries or epics in arena, you definitely want to try for it. There's actually even a chance to get mythics in arena with the Demonicon, which I was trying to do earlier, but it wasn't working out that well just due to my horrible luck. But you can technically summon mythics in arena as well if you use the Demonicon and it happens to do one of the daemons that are a mythic. So that's actually can be pretty helpful as well if you want to get that. Sorcerer, you get it from 250 wins on the Sorcerer class. They did increase the mana from it recently to 14 to 16, but they did make it so it can actually summon every daemon. Before, it said it could summon every daemon, but it only did a drop pool of like 3 different ones. So now it should be able to do every single one in the entire game. So that would be pretty good in arena, or even out of arena. It'd probably be a lot decent now too. But at this point, all we really have to do is try getting a skull, or just keep throwing axes at him, or her, I should say. It is going to start gaining armor over time, but it did just make skulls for us, so that might help us. We'll use that. We can just get a skull anywheres, and it's dead. Oh, I should actually use an anointed one there. Let's see, can I still... Oh, yeah, I can still do it. Actually, it's already over. Oh, let's do it for fun. Let's see how high we can actually get this thing. We just got up to 30 attack in arena with this thing. That's enough to one-shot pretty much everything at this difficulty. So, there we go. Perfect. And, of course, there's no traits in arena, so we can easily kill through things without having to worry about the stone skin, armor, evasion, anything like that. So this team isn't going the quickest, but we are 3-0 right now, which is very good for Warlord 1. So this looks promising if we try taking this up to Warlord 2 and 3 with some other teams. But yeah, 3-0 on 25% extra stats to everything. Let's see, what can we do here? I was actually waiting a second for all the traits to trigger, and then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot, traits don't trigger here. Still need to get used to arena again. Haven't played it for ages, so we'll take that over. We'll take the mana up. Oh, we'll get purple. Oh, we'll get so much mana out of this. Wish I could take that yellow first off of it, because now we're going to get yellows that do nothing, because they went to our hero, which was already full. Okay, so we could use this right off the bat and try killing off the yellow on his team. That sounds like a good idea. Mostly because he has 2 browns, so we'll easily be able to hit it with our nulls. So I'm going to wait. I'm hoping he takes those yellows right there. He does not. He might still do it. It might happen, but I'm not going to wait for him. I'll beat him to it. Hopefully burn kills him. There is a good chance it does not kill him. But we'll find out in a couple turns. If nothing else, we can just poison him with Serpent, and then that will end up killing him. So we don't have to worry about that too much. There we go. We got our Remnant up. Won't really need it, though. But you never know. Could always be useful. If our Serpent happens to die for some reason, we'll easily be able to replace that, too. Or our Null. But I do kind of want to wait on the Null. I'll do it now. I just don't want it to hit Hero. Of course. And burn cleanse on like the second turn of it. Okay, well that's not too good. Nothing we can't come back from though. I will hold on to our Corrupt Sorcerer though. I feel like we will need her given the current condition. Or maybe not. I can gamble 1. I don't think using it once will be too big a deal. I forgot to see what red weapon it's using right now, though. But we got the extra turn, so it doesn't really matter. Destroy column, deal 8 damage to the first enemy, boosted by every blue gem. So that's not going to be too much. 2 extra damage per blue gem. Let's see. We can kill with this, but I'm going to wait probably a turn before I do. And hope that that doesn't... Actually, that doesn't even matter if that hits our hero. So I'll just wait a turn before I end up casting that. Don't want to use it too quickly. I want to take as much damage on our hero as I possibly can before I cast it, just to fully utilize his amount of protection that he gets from it. Actually, I can't even kill it right now if I wanted to. He needs mana first. Oh, of course it does it on hero. Of course you do it on hero. Now you're going to kill it. Well, we actually couldn't have killed that even if I wanted to, because it would have been 1 damage short, because I only had 6 magic. Well, back to getting our Remnant up, or our Crypt Sorcerer, I mean. And that will end up being able to finish it up fairly easily. Still could lose this, but as soon as we get her up, we should be in a good position. I need to make sure my Serpent doesn't die, though. That's my main priority right now. But if we can just get any mana perfect there. Now, it almost doesn't even matter what we do next turn. It's going to be going pretty well. Definitely need to protect that Serpent. Need that Serpent. Need those poisons down. Still don't have any poison down, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, we got the Remnant. Not as good as the Anointed one by any means, but it's definitely good enough to tank for now. Not too big of an issue. So we'll do this. Hopefully hit one of the browns. Of course. Why? Of any single thing you could hit, why do you keep hitting hero? That's the worst thing you could be targeting. This thing's almost already dead and it just got summoned. So we'll do an explosion. It did magic. That's completely useless to us right now. But yeah, it's completely useless. He's gonna die. He doesn't get to use anything. Let's see. Red. We need purple or brown, neither of which are available. If we get blue surge, that would also work. Of course. No blue surge for us. Okay, so Serpent is very low, close to death. We can take our mana though, so that's really good. So that will help save us some. Ooh. I wish that was enough damage to kill it right now. So much. Let's see. I can take skulls so he doesn't take skulls next turn. I just don't know if it's worth it. Okay, we'll do it. Okay, we'll do that. We still have no poison on him. We haven't gotten a single Serpent off yet. That's a bit of a problem. And I can't take skulls, so we'll go for this. Get a summon. Anointed one. Okay, we're good to go. We're good to go. Don't you dare kill our Anointed one. We need it so much. Okay, so I might just have to use this, even though it's not an extra turn, just to make sure it doesn't die. It'll give us some red, but that's not really too much of what we need. Oh, it might kill it too. Don't you dare kill it. We just got it. You have 1 HP. Just die to Serpent or something already. Hey, naked glitch. I don't know why, but it only happens in arena for me. We got that. We'll take brown. There we go. We got our Crypt Sorcerer back up. We'll be able to use that pretty well. Somehow we still don't have a Serpent up. I can take the mana for it, but I don't want to lose my Anointed one. Let's see. I think the Anointed one will be fine.
Mana surge.
Ooh. Nope. Nope. Well, let's play it safe. Let's use that first. Anointed one? Nope. Okay, well, that's fine. We can finally poison. After all this time, we can finally get a poison off. Before I do, please do not hit hero. Hit one of the 2 with brown. Seriously. They're not going to hit the ones with brown until every other option is dead. Luckily, that is right now, so it has to hit brown. It's impossible for it to not hit brown now. You have no reason to not hit them. And we can finally poison after how many turns we just went through. Complete mess, though. No, he doesn't use red mana, so it's not going to be like a make or break to our team. Actually, we're in a pretty good position right now. We haven't actually even faced a thing that has AoE yet. Anything that can hit like all of our allies. I don't believe we've come up to a single battle yet, which is pretty lucky. Which might also be why we're 3-0. Because as you get to higher difficulties, anything that can hit all of your enemies at once tends to be pretty devastating. Because they'll kill out things like my Serpent and my Null before I can even try doing anything with them. Since they just bypass and hit everything on the team. Okay, there's a lot of yellow on this board. He's going to get something out of that. Luckily, he doesn't use yellow mana anymore on his team, so that's not going to be too big a deal. Okay, that Arnold is going to die, but that's actually not too big a deal either, since we're just going to be able to replace it out with either an Anointed one or the Remnant. So we'll get either of those. Yellow, we do not use anymore because of our hero, but we will be able to just get our mana back up pretty much. Let's see, brown, green, purple. Trying to look for better options for drops, but I guess we'll do it there.
Mana surge.
There we go. We'll use that.
Mana surge.
Hopefully get some red mana for both of them. There we go. And this will kill regardless of which one it hits. Actually, there we go. Perfect. There's our win. Let me take these reds just to make sure it doesn't do anything from cascades or something. You never know. It might do something crazy. Always better to play it safe. And there we go. That's the battle right there. That should be enough damage. Oh, with 1 HP to it, even trigger poison. Perfect. We can do your kind of luck too, AI. So there we go. 4-0. Naked glitch. Touch. 4-0. So we might go all the way. We are definitely in a position to do so. No clue what the time is on this right now, but I'm pretty sure we'll do it within an hour. Arena runs always tend to be pretty long though. As a full arena run, you can stop arena runs at any time just by exiting out of the game, exiting out of the arena. It doesn't actually end your run. You can exit at any time that you wish, but I like playing them all the way through. The only problem with that is a single arena run normally takes around 40 minutes to an hour, especially at this kind of difficulty. It'll definitely take more towards the hour end of it. But since I won't be streaming today or anything, we'll have that instead. This will be like our mini stream. Plus, we'll have the code. I'll have the code at the end of this video if we win. I just don't want to post it during it in case we somehow double lose. I highly doubt that will happen at this point, but you never know what kind of teams you'll face in Arena. We could just find like the best team ever against it. Actually, one thing, speaking about that, one thing that's actually probably going to kill us this match, I'm calling it now, is this Sand Shark. That 25% chance to devour. The fact that we'll probably feed it with reds and the fact that that will just trigger randomly is going to be huge problem. What I'm actually going to do is wait on our hero and cast that directly on him, just to be able to get that cast off. I need that dead. It's basically the only thing on this team that's really going to ensure him the victory. Okay, we have a 1-in-3 or 1-in-4. 1-in-3. I can't count. A 1-in-4 chance that this will kill the Dust Devil. We actually need that dead. It'll make my setup a little bit weird if it ends up casting. So, okay, that's a little... why? Every time it hits hero. Okay, so that's going to be a little bad for us. I don't want my hero in the back. Luckily, we can make him into a random... dragon if we want to. At least I can use this more offensively now, since I don't really need to worry about having a high attack up front, since we are not up front anymore. So we just have the serpent sitting there. The serpent will die, but we'll be able to replace it out. That will leave our only red mana generator as our corrupted sorcerer, but that should be plenty enough. Because of this, I do want to try getting our ability... Never mind, I don't want to do that. Let's do that right there. Get that burn off. There we go, perfect. And he'll die next turn to the burn before he can do anything. So we just negated his biggest threat with that cast right there. So we're actually pretty much good to go at this point. Let's get some more reds. It'll... Whoa! That luck! You better not... I'm getting ready to rage quit from this single battle. Okay, if it would have devoured right there. That is insane. Okay, that is a huge problem. He ended up cleansing off the first turn on burn, and now there's a 1 HP. A 1 HP Sand Shark that'll probably win him the battle in his last slot right now. Amazing. Okay, I need to kill that with something. Though the only thing I actually have that can directly hit him is my hero ability, which is blocked like crazy right now since he got shifted from the Dust Devil. Or I have to use a 1-in-4 chance of hitting him, which is even smaller. I'd be better off just rushing my hero up. So let's get Null up first. I won't gamble it. Yeah, I'll actually let her Serpent die. There's pretty much no point in having it in first slot. Better off just replacing it with one of my summons and just have it go from there. So we'll take that mana. Doesn't matter if Serpent dies, though. It's actually hanging on pretty good. Null, I'll probably just hold on to that. Not really worried about it. Oh, he's going to start hitting our hero, which isn't too bad. I'll take Brown right here. He'll take Skulls. I don't mind if the Serpent dies. I'm trying to get a summon up right now, as you can see. There we go, perfect. So we'll get that summon. Poisons will kill both of those naturally, so I don't really need to worry about hitting them. Our Null is still hanging on by the skin of his teeth. Dust Devil, though. Oh. Ooh. Dust Devil. That's not good. That is not good. Okay. 1-in-4 chance. Come on, there's a 50% chance is at least hits one of those two. Please hit one of them. Preferably the Dust Devil. Okay, I guess that's not horrible. Okay, so now we summon. before we somehow lose that. We definitely do not want to lose our Corrupt Sorcerers yet. Corrupt Sorceress. Good, we did get an Anointed one, so we should be pretty good to go then. All we'll really have to do is deal with the Dust Devil. This is what I mean by hitting full AoE though. It can really be extremely hefty in Arena like that. Luckily, we still have our transform on our dragon, or on our hero, which will be able to transform into a dragon at will, which I might use, might not use. Actually, there really isn't a need to use it. We'll kill that out with hero. Poison will kill the other one eventually, but in like now or the next turn. We could technically kill it. Actually, we don't even have that damage. He would need to have full mana, or pretty close to it, to be able to kill him with it. He'll probably die from poison before he's even there. So we won't really even need to worry about that either. So we'll use this. That'll just get his ability right back up. We can't use his attack though, since he's in the last slot because of course, Dust Devil. Annoying Dust Devil. Let's see. Well, we'll take some brown. We'll get that up. Very dangerous having her in first slot, though. There goes the poison we were talking about. Dust Devil, though, is going to be very annoying with that cast. I might just throw my ability on it. No, I'll gamble with this, I guess. He's not going to kill our hero, so I can actually wait a turn. Okay, that did nothing. At least we got a summon, so summon's better than nothing. He'll kill our sorceress. Which is a little bad. She is the main thing that keeps us in the battle. Luckily, we are in a big enough lead at this point within this battle that it shouldn't be too big a deal. He does have full mana right now, so we'll get the full mana drain. We'll do 10 damage plus 10 damage for all 10 of his mana, 6 damage because of our magic, and then burn on top of that. So he's pretty much dead as long as the burn stays on him longer than one turn. Not like you better not survive with 1 HP, just like the other one did, the Sand Shark. That'd be awful. We can still win even if it does, but come on, just die next turn. Play it safe, or play it good. Come on. Okay, we'll just take yellow, I guess, and die. Good. It didn't cleanse like the Sand Shark. So there we go, 5-0. Going fairly nice, actually. As long as we don't get like a Dust Devil or something else that can hit all of our troops again, we should be fine. Dust Devil in particular is going to be pretty hard against this team, since it's not really set up that well for having Shuffle on it. You know, something surprising. Have we even, in all 5 of these battles, have I even transformed my hero into a dragon yet? I don't think I have. I'll definitely need to do that, though. There's quite a bit of strategy to it, but I can't actually live long enough for it. On a lower difficulty, it would be a lot easier to use. The general premise of it, though, is you just hold on as long as possible, and then do it before death to transform into a mighty dragon. And that's basically the whole premise of it. So we'll take brown, start getting Corrupt Sorceress up, if nothing else for the mana on all of our other troops. Oh, very good right there. Get mana. Oh, baby dragon though. I'm curious if I should rush that down or not. Because if I rush it down and it ends up getting mana before I kill it, that's going to be a huge problem. Because then it just transforms into a random dragon. So we'll have to see. I'm slightly scared to cast this because I don't know for sure if it'll just give his baby dragon mana, because giving his baby dragon mana right now, he's using every color. He has the Imperial Jewel on right now, which is normally a pretty bad weapon, but it's actually not horrible in Arena since it's versatile and what you'll be able to do with it. And like right now, he'll easily be able to get any mana and just cast his ability, gain more magic, gain more AoE damage. Hello, you're just a helmet. All of the women are just body and all the men are just helmets. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, let's hope this doesn't miss. If he gets a 1 HP, that would be such value if he gets a 1 HP baby dragon to actually transform. That would be the most value I've ever seen from a baby dragon, and I do not want to see it. There we go, we got Serpent. Poison will hopefully kill it. Oh, no. Stats effects like crazy. That would be another pretty good troop to use in here. The Dragonet. But I'm going to play this poison. There's a 50% chance it'll die, or a 50% chance we're about to give it all the mana it needs. Okay, neither of those happened because we didn't end our turn yet. So I'll gamble with this. There's two troops that can actually, let's take that first. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so we have a 66% chance it'll hit something with brown. So because of that, it'll hit Dragonet. Of course. I called it. Telling you, game's out to get me. Okay, well, we'll hit that. That won't kill it, but between poison and burn, it's gonna die. Basically like a Chimera cast on it at that point. So it'll die eventually. Don't really need to worry about him now. So might want to actually have waited on that. But because of that, what I just did, I'm going to be able to transform. I'll finally be able to show this transform if I didn't yet. I believe I did, but I will definitely have it up now. So we'll take red so the mana bleeds into our other troop. I didn't take yellow because we wouldn't have been able to do that otherwise. It would just stopped at our hero instead of going into our null. So before I do it, though, we have one turn, and I'm going to gamble with it. I'll take this mana and hope he doesn't get skull or damage. Please, no. Okay, good. Whew, that's close. Okay, so right here, we're about to die, as you can see, but we're going to transform into a dragon instead. So we'll kill him out, and we'll transform into a Shegra. That would actually be really good if that wasn't in first slot. Dust Devil, where are you when we need you? If he was a little bit further back in our lineup, that would actually be pretty good. I guess first slot Shegra isn't too bad, though. He is a legendary in a arena. Also, a trait. Do summon traits actually work in arena? Someone mentioned earlier that they do. If so, I might need to try Warlord 2 and Warlord 3 and just do it with all fully traded dragons. Actually, surprisingly, Sugar, I think, is the only dragon I don't have fully traded. It figures I would transform into it. But all the other dragons I do. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize that's a thing. So if we get I need to test that then. If we get it 4 times, I wonder if that will give us... oh, there we go. 24 damage. Very nice. I wonder if we get it 4 times, if that will actually give us... let's see. How do I do this? I wonder if that will actually give us the huge on him. I'll test that out right now. All you have to do is take this purple. Oh, I needed that. Let's see. Yep, his huge trait works. Amazing. Okay, so that's pretty broken. Maybe all this week, I highly doubt they're going to fix it this week. Maybe all this week I need to try doing Warlord 2 and Clear Den. Or not all this week, you know, later on this week I will. But that's pretty broken then. If we can use, if we can just use our traits that we have on our, any of our dragons. All we have to do is just transform into a dragon and then we have every trait. Well, Shegra is actually going to work excessively good with this team since we have both Serpent and, well, we did have Corrupted Sorceress. And between the huge and everything else, this is over. We'll take the skulls, I guess. Yeah, they definitely need to fix that. That's definitely not intended. I can tell you that for sure. But there you go. Dead. But it doesn't matter. 5-0 on, or 6-0 actually, on Warlord 1 difficulty arena. So we'll definitely be able to go through all the Warlords then if we can use that glitch throughout all of it. Wouldn't be the fairest of ways of doing it, but hey, it'll be doing it. Hey, you know, if using traits, we actually could do Warlord 4. Maybe. It would be possible if we had traits. That would be the only way. That would be basically the determining factor on how we win. Is if we get like if we use this hero weapon with other things that we can actually get traits on and just get like a fully traded team of dragons. I would need a baby dragon egg though to really make that work. I drafted like 2 dozen, 3 dozen. I don't even know how many dozen. I lost at least like 30,000 gold if not more. Just drafting through a bunch of teams and I didn't see the dragon egg once, which was really disappointing because I feel like the dragon egg would probably be the most overpowered thing in arena right now, since it can keep making baby dragons that keep making legendary dragons or any dragon in the game, most of which are legendary. So just repeating that over and over again must be ridiculously overpowered. Also, his team's actually pretty bad what he's using right now. He is using a really big purple weapon, but other than that, there's not much to really worry about on his team. As long as I deny his purple, they're like pretty much nothing. As long as I just keep denying him, and we should be good. There he goes on red, doing 2 things. Which one of them has more mana? I believe you do. So 11, 11, 6, 17 plus burn. That's 20. That should be enough to kill you. Not initially, but in a turn it will. Or 2 turns, I mean. Yeah, that's the first turn. The next turn it'll kill you. So there we go. Unfortunately, it did use its ability first. I was hoping it would use the Revenant first, lose its turn, and then die to the burn. I did it in reverse order, though. But as long as it still dies next turn, that was worth it. I'm actually going to hold my ability. They're both getting pretty low to death. I want to be able to do a Serpent cast first. There we go. He's dead. So I do want to get my Serpent off, and then hopefully get our hero off, transform into another dragon, and just destroy everything from there. So free skulls. I'm always a fan of free skulls, or free any move on the board. Okay, we'll take that first. Use Serpent, and then we'll use our Corrupt Sorcerer. And to get those poisons down, so they'll just die over time. Hero, we really need to get up. Would be ideal right now. We can somehow get a mana. Red Surge, or we can gamble with the Corrupt Sorcerers. I think I'm going to try Red Surge, though. There we go, perfect. So we'll use this to kill off this hero. Actually, we could kill off for either of them, but I think Hero will be the better bet. It can do 11 damage to all of us. There we go. Shadow Dragon. Oh, there's the second dragon. I keep getting every dragon I don't have traded. Shadow Dragon and Shekar, I believe, are like the only two dragons in the entire game I don't have traded. Regardless, they're even without any trades, they're insanely overpowered. Just having a legendary here is insane. Actually, I think we... Oh, no, we actually can't kill either of them with that. Somewhat unfortunate. But this can kill the bull if it hits it. Of course it doesn't. But we can kill that off with skulls. Hopefully poison will do the last damage. There we go, poison. Good job. Okay, now Shadow Dragon will do some cleanup. And, ooh, what did that just kill? What was there? I don't even remember what was sitting there. There we go, double skull, Shadow Dragon, poison, it's over. We even get an extra turn from it. Boost ratio will kill it. Dragons in Arena seem so out of place, but it's so lovely. So there we go, one more win, and we have just completed Arena on Warlord 1 difficulty. This is a lot different than the first time I tried doing it, in which it really failed. I think the main thing actually doing it is this hero weapon, though, more than anything. Well, of course, the fact that we have Corrupt Sorceress is helping get a lot, too. The fact that we actually have a double red team, we could have probably actually taken this on Warlord 2 or even 3 and probably taken it out. But let's see, we might actually go undefeated on Warlord 1. That would be amazing if we could do a undefeated Warlord 1 run on this. That's definitely worth me handing out a redeem code at the end of this. Let's see. Now I really don't want to lose this. And against that team, this is actually going to be a pretty hard team. He has Crescendo, which is probably one of the better weapons in the entire game for Arena, even though most of you probably can't get it. He has Death Mark, plus Mana Drain. He has the Sacred Guardian, which is like one of the best ultra rares you can get, since it gets so much armor. You can't even take it out with true damage because it has so much HP. It has so much everything. And Goblin, which is going to spam like crazy. There's like almost nothing I can do to counter. He has a pretty solid team right now. Luckily, it is mixed match with physical damage and true damage. If I can get... I don't even know. I need to get very lucky with the dragon I get. If I get Bone Dragon, this is over. If that would be the dream of this match. If I could get Bone Dragon. If I could just get Bone Dragon from this, we are set. Like, it is so over. We just Bone Dragon on Hero, then on Sacred Guardian, then it's over. We just tear through the entire team with skulls. So, Goblin, I'll let him keep tapping at me. I actually don't mind if he takes out our Null. The only thing we can actually hit that on is the Sacred Guardian. So if that dies, I actually don't mind too much. Actually, I'd kind of prefer if he kills it right now, just so he can fill that slot with something completely different. Since it's already so close to death, we'll just replace it out with either Anointed One or our what's it called? The Remnant. I keep saying incorrectly, probably. The Sacred Guardian is probably going to be the death of us for that team, though. Sacred Guardian is going to be the strongest thing he actually has, so we'll use this. We need a really good dragon from our hero. So, Remnant, that's not good. I would prefer the Anointed One, obviously. Anointed One is much better, but we will go for this. Get some poisons down. I'll let any of our skip turns actually do something. There we go. Plenty of mana. If we lose something else, we'll easily be able to replace it. So, we'll just keep exploding, get stats on it. HP, I'd prefer not to get on it. Actually, getting magic on it would probably be best. And just keep stacking up until it can get like really big with other casts. But right now, he's kind of useless in that back slot. He's not really doing anything beneficial to us. I could cast his ability. I might actually do it. I really need that Death Mark out of the way. We need to get pretty lucky, though. That needs to last for 2 more turns. As long as he doesn't take his mana, and as long as that burn kills it, we should be good to go, though. I'm actually not going to use my Corrupt Sorceress right now, because I'm too scared I might give it red mana, since it only needs 1 more. Okay, so as long as that burn stays 1 more turn, we are in a pretty good position. Main problem, as I said earlier, though, Sacred Guardian. That thing is going to be huge. Well, it doesn't matter if I give it brown right now, since it's full. So please burn, kill it. Good. Okay, we're in a pretty good position then. So at least we get a pretty nice fight for the last fight. That's actually pretty nice. Because Sacred Guardian, if you ever see a Sacred Guardian arena, pick it up. Gosh, it is very, very good. It's not a summon, but as far as speed and consistency of winning, Sacred Guardian, if they have like a win rate of every single troop in arena, Sacred Guardian teams would probably have like one of the highest win rates in the entirety of arena. It just does everything you'd ever need for an arena other than board control. As far as a cast, it does everything. The only thing it doesn't have is summon and board control. If it had both those things, it'd be literally the perfect troop for arena.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Okay, there we go. So we'll take reds. Again, I'm not actually going to use this to kill it. Our hero is somehow untouched. I have no clue how. Well, I guess he didn't take any skulls, and he keeps targeting our back troops for some reason. Like, every single time, he just keeps hitting our back troop. So that's actually somewhat beneficial for us. I'm not going to kill off his goblin, but I am going to kill off his hero. I'll leave the Sacred Guardian for last. I won't have the extremely powerful null to hit it out with, but I don't want him getting too far on his hero weapon. That hero weapon can actually get pretty devastating and actually team wipe us after a couple casts. Actually, probably after like 3 casts, actually. Which isn't, it would take him forever actually to get 3 casts, but still, I don't want to risk that at all, even slightly.
Mana surge.
And just the Sacred Guardian will be pretty easy to take out on its own once we get it poisoned and just start pecking at it. So we'll take these blues here, start getting our reds. Nothing else, we'll always have our hero left. If he keeps hitting our last slot, we actually have nothing to worry about since we can just keep replacing it out with a different troop. So if he keeps that up, we pretty much have a free win without even needing to try that much. But of course, we're still going to be trying. 6, 12. Okay, good. This will not kill his hero, which I actually don't want it to do. Well, it will and it won't. It won't kill him. It won't make me transform, but it will kill him. It'll move him to 1 HP, then the burn will kill him like that, or the poison, or both. Let's just assume both. But yeah, because I don't want to transform. Our hero is completely untouched. You want to wait until it actually has damage before you start killing it or transforming it. I mean, but yeah, we're in a pretty good position at this point. We'll be able to use this on the Sacred Guardian. I might actually wait a turn just to use it when it gets full mana, just to make sure it does the extra 2 damage on it, which doesn't matter too much. Actually, I might as well just get rid of it now. Do that on it, start burning out its mana, and yeah, if we can get a Corrupt Sorcerer to get us extra turn next turn, like right here, we should be pretty much good to go. That'll give us most of our mana, or it'll completely miss. Luckily, he doesn't use red. Actually, I've been getting pretty lucky. Most of the teams that we've been facing with this thing don't actually use any reds in any way. So we've been getting pretty lucky in that regard. Ooh, I want to take this red so bad, but I'll take skulls. Somehow, hero's still not touched at all. Amazing. He finally took the mana on that. He'll probably kill out our sacred, or our Remnant names. But he'll finally do skull damage to us. Gosh. It's about time. Also, look at that. He has a white armor, meaning he's back at his base stats of 16, 13. Normally, you don't see that happen when they have a status effect or something. We'll do that. Take that up. And this is pretty much a win at this point. I don't really see much really going wrong. We'll just do that again for a lot of damage. We replace the burn. And, yeah, there we go. He's feeling the burn, and all we really have to do is use this, get Corrupt Sorcerer up. We'll have a free summon there. I don't even care if it takes purple. It can't use it, so it's not doing anything by doing that. Watch, now we'll get an anointed one now that we don't need it. Skulls, though, I'll take that instead. And I think that is the match? No, it's 3 off. He'll cast. Aw, okay. So we'll have to reburn him again and do a couple other things. So it could technically still win. It's very unlikely, though. Very, very unlikely. Of course, we get another use of summon. So we'll use some more red, get our hero up. And that should actually be the kill. If he takes his mana next turn, we'll be able to kill it. Let's see. No, I need skulls. Let's see. I'll wait till he takes more mana, actually. I'll wait 1 turn. Hopefully he takes those yellows right there. Perfect. I can't believe him taking his mana is actually beneficial. So there we go. And what dragon do we get? Oh, Vinoxia. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing to have a fully traded Vinoxia there. Hey, it's a cloak with arrows. Where's your head? Hello, Stephen Scalfani. You lost your head. I think I chopped it off during battle. I think I beheaded him. For our victory of getting a flawless Arena 1 on Warlord 1, I think I beheaded him. So that is what happened. We are going with that. Also, let me take a screenshot of there. There we go. Warlord 1. Now we just have to do Warlord 2 and Warlord 3. Now, the question is my copy-paste, does it still have the redeem code? Let's take a tribute real quick. I'm pretty sure I still have my redeem code on copy-paste. Let me get that out for all of you guys. If not, I'll just put it on the bar thing or in the chat. Let me see. It should be on my copy-paste, though. So, shop, enter redeem code. Boom! We actually have it. I remember this time. M8 SG JB UC XR, and that gives the normal reward of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Yeah, that. There, get those things. But yeah, that will wrap it up for this video, and we will in the future do Warlord 2 and Warlord 3. We just need to keep drafting until we get amazing teams like that again. That's going to be a lot harder though. Warlord 2 is pretty much going to be like twice as hard as Warlord 1, and Warlord 3 will probably be twice as hard as Warlord 2. So we'll see. It'll definitely be a lot harder than what we just did, but for any of you also watching earlier on in the game, just keep it on normal, hard at the most, just because it gives you more souls, and it's only a 10%. 10% is pretty much nothing, but 25% high and higher is when you start to get really high. And Warlord 4, unless I like extremely exploit the fact that traits work in Arena with the transform thing, there'd basically be no other way to be able to do Warlord 4. But we'll definitely try Warlord 2 and 3 in the future. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.